Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today with GNS Designs Custom Wraps, located in Dekalb, Illinois. Alright guys, in today's episode is something different, something easy. We're doing pinstripes today on this Honda Accord. And I believe it's an Accord, but anyways, this is a Honda. And so what we're going to do today is take this Honda, we're going to put a pinstripe. So we're going to finish it, the customer wants it right here. We're going to take it all the way down to the back here and just finish it up to about, he wants it down to about right here. So kind of put it right here and I'll measure it from here to here what the distance is. Do it on both sides. So this actually is coming from a dealership, so hopefully things work out where I can do some more stuff for them. But thank you DJ, appreciate it. And Roberto, because if it wasn't for you they wouldn't even know I was here, because I haven't had time to go around and advertise. But thank God for YouTube and everything else I got going on. But here's the Honda Accord Sport. Do all these videos also just so people can see what kind of stuff that are out there, and also in case there's any damages to the car, so that way I have that on video, any road rashes or damages, just to cover my own butt. But it's not a bad car. I've had a 2000 Honda back in the day. I pimped that bad boy out. I had one too where it had what do you say, back in the Fast and Furious days. So, you know, Fast and Furious is pretty much almost done. But I'm about to knock this bad boy out. It shouldn't take me that long. I'll do a little tutorial here in a second. Go from there. Alright, so there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do the pinstriping, which I didn't even bring with me, but a couple ways. So you can use design line, which basically you put the material on. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And then pull the design line, it's like a fishing line, makes the line straight. And the other way of doing it, which I'm going to print out because I got another job for another customer, thanks DJ, who I'm going to cut out on my machine here. So I'm actually going to take this bad boy right here, I'm going to highlight it, make sure I got both of them. See here, I'm going to hold the shift key, put it down right here. So I got both of them because I don't have them both. Alright, now I got both. Then I'm going to send them over to my cutter. Send it over to the cutter, which is my SC2, and I don't have it really that big, but you can change the rotation of it depending on what size material or how long you want it to go. But I'm going to go this way because I'm making a sample for DJ so he can kind of see what I'm talking about. So then I'm going to send it over right now to this cutter and proceed with cutting. So basically it's going to cut this out right now. So it's a little bit longer than I thought it was, but it's alright, not a big deal. It's just for sample purposes only anyways. So now that that's done, this is my scrap piece of paper here, vinyl. So you can't really, maybe you can tell, I don't know, but right here, so I'm going to take this, hold on one second here, we'll just take it on a knife real quick here. Never leave home without one, right? Alright, so I'm going to cut this down here real quick. Break this bad boy apart, because I don't need this. Alright, so then I'm going to peel this other stuff apart right here. Okay. Throw that in the garbage. So then I'm going to peel this away so I can take this to DJ and show him what the stripes that I'm going to be doing on the other customer's car. Because the other customer's car, they want it to be a like the England flag. So just cut this off, we don't need that. So now that was with the machine, which I'm not going to be using for DJ's car. So basically what I did was on the machine, when I drew it up, I made sure it was like an 1/8 inch, and then this right here is like a point, what is it, like 190, so it's much bigger than 0.125. So gives it to two different looks. So when I do the other vehicle, it's going to be a light blue and a yellow. So and this is the stripe I'm going to put on the side of the vehicle. So Some of that stuff you can get from dealers where they like upgrade the packages or something different, gives the customer something than the other. I mean, you look at somebody else's car, it looks exactly the same. You buy yourself that Honda Accord Sport out there, well, there's another one right next to it. So what can you do to make it different so that way you know it's your car? So, and that's what I'm doing. So here we go. All right, we got the design line down on it now. So this is the other type that I was telling you about. So instead of using the machine, we use the design line. We're using the body line coming all the way down. So let's make sure it's all nice and straight, using the body line. And then this filament here on the end, you can see there's a couple of filament pieces right here, right? So in that, I'm gonna end up cutting this little piece here. I'm gonna pull it back, put some tape on it so it stays. Then I'm gonna pull it. And then I only need this piece right here and this piece. This underneath it on the bottom is just null and void. It doesn't even exist, what I'm doing. So then I'm gonna taper it so it comes down slightly in an angle right down here, and that's it. Simple enough. All right, you guys can see I got it all masked off right here, so I know where I'm gonna stop at. I cut this piece off right here because I don't need it. So then this is where I'm gonna start to taper it. So I'm gonna taper it from here up to here a little bit. So, but for now, before I taper it, I'm going to cut it straight from here, and then I'll taper it out. Same thing with the back. Tape it up, got it right here. Here's my starting point. Here's where I cut it. I don't need all this, but I'm just doing it just for precaution. And go from there. So I did 7, and then up here is 34. So from here all the way to this point right here is 34, right where the customer wants it, just right at the very beginning of the bend. So right in that little point right there. All right, I got it all cut up, but boy, my cutting game is not there tonight. But luckily for me, design line will save the day. See how squirrely and wiggly that shit is? Like, come on. My machine could have did better. Look at this, look at that, but it's okay. Vinyl wrapper cars is what I use to do stuff like this, so it's easy to position, peel off, air release material, but still do the job. All right, guys, I've got this all. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Let me show you. I actually could tether down a little bit because there's really not much you can do with the stripe, you know. At the end of the day, it's just a stripe, but that always goes good with black. Like I said again, you can't really do too much of this because as soon as you start curving it and doing all the other stuff, it just doesn't look that good. So all along here, come down and feathering it all the way down here. So I got it all feathered right down into there. So that's all I got for you today. So custom wraps, decals, pinstripes, you name it, I got you. Reach out to me. Hit the like, subscribe, notification button. Hit your boy up at GNS Designs in Dekalb, Illinois. Until then, catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. It's a wrap.